What's up, guys? Just coming here before the actual video starts. Let it be known that the information in this video was news up until like I want to say Wednesday. So much more news has dropped this week that I will cover in my video for next week. I mean, we got like 4 or 5 trailers today alone, including one for the Nickelodeon show coming back to be rebooted as a movie. Well, like a continuation, The Thundermans. I loved that show when I was younger, and I'm gonna watch that film because my kids are excited as ever to watch that. But yeah, if I miss anything in this video, just know this video was pre-recorded earlier this week. You'll be able to tell by my hair. So let's just jump right into it.
What are you waiting for?
Come join the Geek Drums. What is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we will be covering the news for the week. Welcome to Geek Drums News Roundup episode 2. And if you are new here, please subscribe. You can become a channel member today. If you want to know more about that, you can check out the video that's going to be popping up right here. It runs down all the channel perks with each tier. Guys, it only goes up to about what, $10, I think. No amount is too much, no it's too small for me. I don't care what you donate, just donate, join the channel so I can start doing things like just private live stream chats with you guys, just having a little fun, just member perks, members only chats, watching things on YouTube together, guys. I want to do all of that fun stuff, but for that to happen, I need you all to join. You all have subscribed to my channel, but join my channel. Let's get to know each other, guys. I'm a really cool dude, and I want to get to know you all, my subscriber base, my fan base, if I could say that, even more. And I, like I said, I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, in live streams, super chats will be the priority because I want to focus on, my channel guests and, the guests I have on the stream. We have a lot of fun in the Party Nation chat. So yeah, like I said, guys, like, share, subscribe, join, and donate if you feel led to. All right. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into this thing. First up on the docket today, Bob Iger thinks he knows why the Marvels failed at the box office. Oh, do you, Bob? The one guy who was holding up the strike. Well, one of the guys that was holding up the strike, I should say. During the NYT Dealbook Summit 2023, he did not blame the actor strike and lack of publicity for the film's performance. Nor did he blame the weird hatred of the film driven by sexism coming from a small vocal cadre, I think that's how you pronounce that, I don't know, of Marvel fans upset over a film helmed by 3 women. Although those are contributing factors. I'm sticking by that. Those are contributing factors, and nobody can tell me differently. That's just my opinion. A couple of other people may think the same way I do. You may think the same way he does. But hey, it is what it is, right? He did blame the sheer volume of content being created for making it more difficult to maintain quality, and said, and I quote, "The Marvels was shot during COVID, and there wasn't enough supervision on set from executives." But given that over-reliance on executive creative control, is one of the things, that have driven the Marvel brand to its current nadir. That's certainly an interesting assessment, guys. I can barely read. I'm stuttering. I'm sorry. I don't know how I feel about that. I know they want to focus on quality over quantity now, which is what they're doing. Yes, this film was filmed back in COVID. Yes, a lot of executives couldn't have been on set, but they still were able to, see cuts of the film, see what needed to be changed. I'm pretty sure Nia DaCosta had some executives on set. So, I mean, Bob, we know what's going on when it comes to the strike. Lack of promotion, the cost of living being really high, the weirdos who just hate this movie to hate it, Don't just try to blame it on one thing. It's a cornucopia of things that affected this box office. And it's not just this film. Every film that has been released this year has had it's been affected in some way. The box office has. It's been a few exceptions, like Across the Spider-Verse and Barbie, but no film has been a box office success this year. And I mean, that's just one of the things we have to think about. It was like that right after COVID. It was just so much. It's just so much content dropping week after week after week. This year alone, we had Across the Spider-Verse, jumping into Flash, jumping into Barbie. It was just movie after movie after movie after movie. This month alone, the Marvels, the Trolls 3 dropped the week after. And then the week after that, Wish dropped. Like, that's just crazy to me. It's just so much stuff dropping. And I mean, can you blame people not wanting to go to movies? And then you got some people that are, still afraid of the pandemic, rightfully so. Yeah, and it's just the cost of living. I'll shout that to the mountaintops, guys. The cost of living is just a lot right now, and people don't have a lot of money to spend on films. When I go to the movies, since I take my kids now, I'm spending at least almost $60, guys, just on tickets alone. That's how high movies are, bro. I have a family of 6, so trust me, I get it. I get it completely. Don't just try to blame it on one thing, Bob. Don't try to blame it on one thing. That's all I'll say. What's next on the docket? I will throw the picture up in post, but we got our first look at Sonic the Hedgehog 3. We got our first look at Shadow. Actually, let me look it up now, because this is a news roundup video, right? Hey, I should have this stuff pulled up already, but it's whatever. We all know that Shadow was like teased in the post-credit scene for the last film. And today, the movie director posted a photo of, well, Shadow's stand-in or whatever. It was his stand-in. But yeah, let me pull this up for you. Actually, I'm going to pull Games Radar up. Never used this site before, but it's literally no way you can fabricate anything on this. Okay. So, right here, website. Oh, not Games Radar. Well, yeah, GamesRadar.com. Shadow the Hedgehog. Excuse me. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 reveals first look at Shadow, and we can't get over his shoes. I'm not gonna lie. I flipped when I seen the shoes. They are eating with this one. Yeah, we see right here, it's his stand-in, and from the shoes down, I mean, we already saw what he looked like. We saw what he looked like in the post-credit scene in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But yeah. So it says right here, the first look at Shadow in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 has been released, and we can't stop thinking about his shoes. The upcoming movie, due out in late 2024, December 20th to be exact, as you can see right here, is a sequel to both the previous films and the soon-to-be released Knuckles TV show. Take a look at the first image below. Yada, yada, yada. It shows this. This was posted today, this morning. I flipped out when I seen it. While we can't see the full character yet, it does contain a pretty epic look at his shoes, and like almost all of the reactions were desperate for a pair. I'm not gonna lie, I want some. We still don't know who is voicing Shadow in the threequel yet, but his appearance was teased in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This came in a mid-credit scene when we see a Sonic-like creature waking up after being held in a capsule. It's Shadow, of course, who it looks like could be a major antagonist in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. The tease also reveals that the next movie in the franchise is back filming after it was put on hold during the SAG-AFTRA strikes. Returning in the movie are Ben Schwartz as Sonic, Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Tails, Idris Elba as Knuckles. On the human side, James Marsden will be back as Tom Wachowski alongside Tika Sumpter, Natasha Rothwell, and Shamar Moore. It will be directed by Jeff Fowler and written by Pat Casey, Josh Miller, and John Whittington. Guys, that's not the only thing we got. We also got the first look at the logo. Let me see if I can find it on here. If not, I'll just throw it up on screen. It was on Twitter. That's why I saw it at. But let me see if I can find it here. It's a homage to the Sonic Adventure 2. It's an homage to the Sonic Adventure 2 logo, which I found really, really dope. So yeah, I'll just throw it up on the screen. But guys, along with this, we are also gearing up for the Knuckles television show that is, I guess it's going to be back filming as well. I don't know if it completed filming prior to the strike, but it will be back as well. So I'm excited about that. So next up on the docket, Zaslov says scrapping Batgirl took courage. Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslov, this is also coming from The Verge, is talking about the business decisions behind axing projects like Batgirl. He says once money is spent on a production, making a choice not to release a project and spend even more is a strategic decision. No, that's just dumb if you ask me. But what content is going to help us win? The content that wasn't, we made a strategic decision on. It was difficult and it was painful, but I think it was the right decision for the company and it was necessary. Guys, I think that's a load of BS. I was excited for Batgirl. I also wanted to see the Scoob prequel because I like that animated film. I watched it during the pandemic. My kids loved it. I wanted to see it, and to have it scrapped, that kind of hurt. And to see all these filmmakers watch their projects get scrapped to learn about it the same time we're learning about it, that's just cruel. And you wonder why people don't want to work with you now, Zaslov. But guys, let me know what you think about that. Next up, Bruce Campbell says the character he played in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy and Doctor Strange 2 are the same person. Do with that information what you will. I don't know how to feel about that, but do with that information what you will. Next up, from the Hollywood Handle and, well, elsewhere, Madam Web will have the same writing team as Morbius. I mean, I had fun with the first trailer. It doesn't look like a polished trailer, you know, but it doesn't look terrible to me. But finding this out, guys, I hated Morbius. Like, I hated Morbius with a passion. So this doesn't give me high hopes. The whole Sonyverse doesn't really give me high hopes. I mean, I had fun with the Venom films. Like, they're just a fun, stupid time, you know. Some good action. I like seeing Venom, Tom Hardy, and reacting to Venom, acting with Venom. That's a fun time, I guess. But everything else has been bleh. So yeah, I'm still gonna see Madam Web when it comes out. I'm gonna see it the day it comes out. But I'm gonna be completely honest. And if I'm being completely honest right now, hearing this does not give me high hopes. I'm looking you dead in the eyes right now, whoever's watching, subscriber or just random viewer. This does not give me high hopes. But what's next? Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder did an interview with the Hollywood Reporter, and it came out today. I'm guessing it's just Zack Snyder was just all over my Twitter feed today. All over. Some people are still in denial about what he's saying here, but that's their problem. And keep in mind, I have no problem with Zack Snyder. I am a fan of his work. I'm just not a, super fan or whatever. I just like good filmmaking. I think he makes good films. I'm gonna see Rebel Moon. It looks good. But he says that this chapter of his life, the DCU, is now closed. I'm using DCU updates. They quoted this. It seems to be the same across all platforms that have, quoted this. So I'm just reading it off of here. Yeah. So he says he's entirely focused now on the new universe he's molding on a distant remote moon where nobody wears spandex or flies without a spaceship. He moved on. And I'm quite fine with that. If he comes back to direct something for the DCU, cool. I don't know where people got in their minds that him and James Gunn had beef. Because he also says that he called James Gunn to wish all the best for him. I told him I wanted it to work. He added if Gunn invited him back to the DCU, he would only be interested in doing a true adaptation of The Dark Knight Returns. And, I think that would be really, really dope as a Elseworld offshoot. I'd be down for it. Especially, are they going to bring Affleck back for that? I'd be down for it. I don't see it happening, but I'd be down for it. But guys, let me know what you think of that down below. Let me know. And then, James Gunn came and rebutted that because he said that months ago. That's just next on my list of things. So, yeah. But then, apparently, according to comicbook.com, Jennifer Gardner is basically saying she doesn't know what people are talking about when they reported that she was going to reprise her role as Elektra in Deadpool 3. Again, do with that what you will. This could just be this could be an Andrew Garfield type thing. They reported this. So maybe she's just trying to play coy about it. I don't know. But I guess gotta wait and see when the film comes out. I'm sure we'll get official confirmation of that. I think it'll be dope to see her. That whole we just gotta wait and see, guys. What do you think about that? Next up, everybody remembers when Tom Welling reprised his role as Clark Kent, Smallville Clark Kent, on the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. Well, some people didn't like how they handled that. Some fans didn't like it, but his co-star from the show also didn't like it. And who was that co-star? John Glover. He replied on a Twitter feed and said, yeah, that was bad CW writing. Now, from my understanding, Tom was okay with that, but everybody is entitled to their own opinion. A lot of fans didn't like it. He didn't like, I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's just funny to see somebody, from the actual show comment on it, But hey, what did you guys think about that? Also, this is random. Like, this isn't comic book related at all, but the Twilight director wants Jenna Ortega and Jacob Elordi, I think that's how you say it, Jacob Elordi, in the reboot as Bella Swan. And can't think of his name because I haven't seen Edward Cullen. He wants them back as Edward Cullen in a reboot, in a fictional reboot. I don't see that happening anytime soon. But in a fictional reboot, that would happen, I guess. Any Twilight fans in the house? I mean, it was cool for the time. I watched them, but it was cool for the time. I didn't know that a reboot was in the talks, but hey, it's been a slow news week, guys. We're almost done here. Next up, Sandman 2 The Sandman Season 2 returns to production post-strike on the comic series 35th anniversary, it seems. I'm getting this news from Deadline Hollywood. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We also have the first set photo. So yeah, I started the first season, have not finished it. I probably will though, because we don't have any content to watch right now. So I'll do that. And if Laura is watching, I'm gonna watch House of the Dragon, because I see they return to production as well, if they ever actually stop. But I saw somebody sharing it that they were back to work on that. Unclear on that. In more surprising news, Sebastian Stan is he's been tapped for the role of young Donald Trump in The Apprentice, a new film from Cannes prize-winning filmmaker, Ali Abbasi, according to multiple sources. Hey, get your money any way you can, right? He's just acting. I don't think this will ruin it. He's just playing a role. It's like a biopic. Doesn't bother me at all. I've seen some people bothered by it, and I thought it was weird. Hollywood, it's make-believe. It's not real. He's not Trump. So yeah, that's it. But guys, the last thing I have to say, according to Critical Overlord, now these last two things are pure speculation until we hear from a reputable source. I'm just saying them, and I'm just giving this information to you guys. Spyglass head Gary Barber is reportedly known for his shrewd business sense or for being cheap. Sources note the firing actually came a month earlier, in the early weeks of the Israel-Hamas war, which we will not talk about, when Berea had become increasingly vocal. Barber's apparent takeaway is that neither stars nor large salaries are essential. Wow. He didn't need me. He doesn't need Jenna. Wow. And apparently, there are reportedly plans to reboot the Scream franchise with the departure of Berea and Ortega. Christopher Landon will remain as director along with writer James Vanderbilt. Honestly, they have no choice but to do that. I see no other way around this. They should reboot it. Will I watch it? No, because I was invested in the story that they were doing before they decided to get rid of their stars. So, guys, that what do you think about those? What do you think about that news? Some of those stories are probably gonna lead nowhere. Who knows? Also, since Thor is in this, again, I want to reiterate, Thor's in the thumbnail. Thor 5 is supposed to be a darker tone, so let's see what's up with that. And also, people asked me about the Taika Waititi stuff. I mean, hey, he got paid. He took a job because he wanted to get paid. I think Thor Ragnarok was good. I think he took it too far with Thor Love and Thunder. But Thor Ragnarok was good. So, yeah, that's all I really care about. Directors talk and put their foot in their mouth, and sometimes their words get misconstrued and taken the wrong way. Happens. But guys, like I said, if you want to become a channel member, you can do that today. I will again link that right here. And yeah, until next time, guys, I'll check you later. I hope this news caught you up with stuff you may have missed on Twitter or in any other social media site. But yeah, catch you guys later.